afternoon. My name is Devin Dondero, and I'm here with my colleague, Don Legg. What we're going to do this afternoon for you is introduce some rhythm section players, guitarists, bassists, to what we'd like to call techniques for creating a walking bass line, and also some techniques for jazz guitar, some comping techniques. So it's very important that you pause the video, go back, and make sure that you take the time to really learn what we're doing, because we're going to add a little bit more for each take. So if you have a problem with something, pause and go back on the video, and then take your time and really learn each step, just to fully get acquainted with the jazz style. The first thing we're going to do is play one note per chord. We're going to do a little blues tune, blues progression. This is Freddie the Freeloader, or Freddie Freeloader, a Miles Davis tune. Again, just one note per chord progression, and we're going to use a little track here that we've set up, that Don set up for the drum set.
Mixcraft.
And we're actually using Mixcraft, another technology tool. We're going to combine that with the guitar and bass, and off we go.
And also the chords are right here for your viewing pleasure. 5, 6, 7, and...
One more time. There we go. Now that was easy. We're going to go to our next step, but it's very important that you actually hear the sound of the root for each chord. So bass players, you need to get comfortable with the E string and the A string, and that's a great way to do that. Just take your time, listen to the root, get very comfortable with the sound of that chord. What we're going to do now is we're going to play two notes for each chord symbol. I'm going to play the root and the fifth.
And I'm going to be strumming once again. Actually, I'm not strumming, but I'm using my fingers to pull the strings, but you can strum the chords if you'd like. Like that.
Nice.
5, 6, 7, and...
One more time. The root and the fifth. And again, if you have to pause the video and go back and play it a few more times, that's fine. Do it so that you feel comfortable with the progression. The next thing we're going to do now is we're going to play 3 notes per chord symbol. I'm going to play the root, the fifth, and the flat 7th. Okay?
And on my lesson, I've actually, while he's doing 3 notes, I'm going to do all 4 strums for each chord symbol.
And then one thing to point out, bass players, the last chord, the A flat 9, sharp 11, I'm not going to play a flat 7. Okay? I'm just going to use the flat 9th there, because it does not require me to use a flat 7th. You'll hear it, and you'll see it hopefully on the fretboard. So 3 notes per chord.
5, 6, 7, and...
take shape. And what we're going to do now is we're going to play 4 notes, root, 3rd, 5th, and flat 7th. Again, when we get to that A flat 9th chord, don't play the flat 7th. You can play that flat 9th. So we're going to kind of map out all the chord tones, if you will, of each chord. The root, the 3rd, the 5th, flat 7th. So it's going to get a little busier, but it's going to start to take shape. You're going to hear it.
And while Devin is doing that, on my lesson plan there's a link to go to a video where you can watch somebody comping or strumming the chords in sort of a jazz style, blues style that we're playing here. So check it out. 5, 6, 5, 6, and go!
Starting to get to the point where we're really going to create a jazz bass line. You're going to notice I'm going to use some notes that are diatonic, that means in the key, and I'm going to use some passing tones which are not really in the key, but they're going to create a smoother, more melodic bass line. This is something that you just need to listen to jazz bassists play over and over again to develop your own particular style and your own particular bass line. So I urge you to listen. And as Don has just sent you to another website, I'd also like to say, bass players, if you go to www.talkbass.com, go to the forum section, and under that section there's a bassline development. It's a wonderful website. Check it out. It'll take you step by step on how to develop some jazz bass lines. Very good website. Highly recommended. So right now we're going to do a real jazz rhythm section version of Freddie Freeloader. Again, pause the video when you have to and go over it as many times as you need to get comfortable with what we're doing.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and... Forever.
Yeah, there you go. Now you notice sometimes I went outside, non-diatonic chord, note choices, and then a lot of what I played was what we did for the first couple of examples. A lot of fifths, sevenths, roots. Not using the third as much, you'll find, because you don't really have to as much, and you'll find that out as you start to explore. So hopefully you'll go to some of those other websites, get some other ideas. And I'm hoping that this video has been helpful to you rhythm section players, because you have a very important role in the jazz ensemble. If you don't kind of work together as a cohesive unit, then the band isn't going to swing, or it's not going to sound jazzy. So you have a lot of responsibility, but I think you can tell the way that Mr. Legg and I work together, it's an awful lot of fun creating this music. So hopefully you'll continue to study, and good luck in the future.
Good luck.
Thanks for joining us.
Listen to jazz.
Absolutely.